Hello everyone, my name is Yari. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy that you guys are here today. And today we're talking about my favorite self-help books, which I'm a huge fan of. I only own 3 of them. Actually, I own 4, but one of them my sister is borrowing, and some of them that I'm gonna mention, I don't have, obviously, like I just said, I don't have all of them. I've just listened to them like on audiobook. I'm definitely gonna link all of them down below. There's 5 of them. These are my top 5 as for now. I definitely have other self-help books that I really want to read, but that's what it is for now. So let's get into this. The first one, as everyone and their mother probably already knows, You Are a Badass. This is a book that completely changed my life the second time I read it. The first time I read it, I don't know, it didn't really sink in. I don't know if I needed it in my life at that point. I just really wasn't. I read it and I just didn't really, like I read it but I didn't really let it sink in. But the second time I read this, it changed my life forever. Listening to it also is really good. I sometimes listen to it over and over. In a matter of like, I've had it since I think 2016. Or 7, no, I've had it since 2017, and I've probably read it like 5 times and listened to it like more times than I can count. This is You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jensen Shero. This book is so great. It's the best to like start on your self-help books. Really good for personal growth and self-improvement. And honestly, it's so easy to read. It's crazy. And there's so many things in here that are so important that you might already have heard, but it explains it in a way that makes you think like, why not try and live my life like I know I can live it. And it talks a little bit about the law of attraction. It talks a little bit about like meditation. It talks a little bit about a lot of things that can help you, and like how to love yourself and all these things, and it just is worth the hype. I'm sure that people have heard about it. If you haven't already read it, read it. It's amazing. I gifted it to my best friend Jessie last Christmas, so yeah, it is very good, and I just feel like everyone should read this. Even if you don't feel like like you don't feel like you need to self-improve, it's always such a good read, and it'll just make you feel really good about life. This is a practical guide to personal freedom, Otelec, The 4 Agreements Wisdom Book by Don Miguel Ruiz, which I'm pretty sure this is a book that came out in Spanish first. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what happened, and then they translated it to English. But it's so good. This is actually my second copy. It's a brand new copy. The first copy that I had literally fell apart. I don't know why, but I know that it did. Like the pages came off. 4 Agreements is so good. This one is kind of harder to read, especially because it's not just like a self-help book. It's a little bit more about spiritual growth. So it's not just about like self-help and self-improvement. It's also a little bit, it gets a little spiritual in there, but it also, you know, it also did, these 2 books changed the game for me. So yeah, this book is really good. There's also one that's like the 5th Agreement. I haven't read that one. There's like one that's called there's one about love. I forgot what that one is called, but I haven't read any of the other ones, so maybe I will, and then I'll include it in my next favorite self-help books, because I plan to do more videos about books, because I actually read a lot and I love books, especially self-help books. That's kind of the thing that got me into like reading like religiously. The next book I'm going to talk about is obviously another really big known one in the self-help community and the spiritual community. This one is The Power of Now. I will say this one was one of the harder reads for me. It was really hard to get into. It's not like that easy of a read compared to these 2. Honestly, this took me 2 tries to actually be able to like read the whole thing through. The first time I was like, no, I read like half of it but I did end up reading it, and it's by Eckhart Tolle, which everyone in the self-help community and spiritual community should know who Eckhart Tolle is. But this is a guide to spiritual enlightenment, and this actually helps you a lot in focusing on the now, and this helped me a lot whenever I was going through like a really rough patch in my life and just hanging on to things that happened in the past. And this is really good to like kind of remind yourself that what's important is what's happening right now. I actually got a bracelet recently that reminds me of this book whenever I saw it, and it says "Be Here Now." Actually, Matt got me this, so it also is like a daily reminder to be here now. So this one is really good too, but like I said, it's kind of harder to read. I feel like a lot of spiritual books are somewhat hard to read, but not impossible, and when you do get through it, you end up feeling really, really good. Those are the ones that I have physically with me, and definitely the top three that I actually like read. Actually, I think that I read them exactly in the order that I just said. The Universe Has Your Back by, I think it's Gabrielle or something, I don't know. I'm gonna put it right here, I forgot her name, but it's called The Universe Has Your Back. And I only listened to it. I had the physical copy, but I gave it to I let my sister borrow it. So I haven't actually read the book, but I've listened to it on audiobook. So, and it was really good. That one it gets kind of spiritual, but it is a lot more about trusting the universe. Yeah, The Universe Has Your Back is really, really good. I wish I had the physical copy to show you, but I don't. My sister has it. But it is really good, and it's actually, I think it was on YouTube, and they got taken out, so I'm actually not gonna listen to it again. I don't have Audible, but because I just haven't really given it a try. But Audible, if you're watching this, hook a girl up. Like, I listen to audiobooks pretty often, and that'd be even better if I could find them that easily. And the fifth, last one, but definitely one of my favorite ones that I listen to. I don't own it, but I'm going to buy it soon. It's on my Amazon list. So it is Big Magic, and that one is about self-help as well and self-improvement, but it is more about your creativeness. So that one is really good. I forgot the author's name. Same author that wrote Eat, Pray, Love. A really good book as well. There's so many stories within that book that just like blow my mind, and ever since reading that book, I see stuff happen like that all the time in my life now, and it's so crazy that a book can make you realize things that happen constantly, like every day. So that book is really good too. Definitely recommend, especially if you're a creative and you are like artistic in any way. You like to create and like to write, photograph, take videos, make videos, whatever. Kind of everyone has a creative side. It's just up to you to kind of find it. This was a quick video. Obviously I wasn't gonna sit here and go through every book because that would take forever, and I'm trying to like make my videos a little bit shorter. So yeah. But yeah, that was all of the self-help books that I like the most. If you have any self-help books that you recommend, please leave them down below. I'm always into improving my life. I don't think that you can improve your life enough. And if you have read any of these or all of them or want to, let me know down below as well, and tell me which one is your favorite if you have read any of them. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys liked this video. Subscribe down below if you want to see more of me, and I'll see you guys in my next video.